It's interesting architects got brought up because if you look at what an architect's role is versus typically where investment dollars in the startup market have occurred around AI for security, it's a lot of AI for security operations centers in particular, analysts, right? We need to reduce the number of analysts required. Those are paid resources. There's larger in quantity, but far cheaper than an architect and what that architect was responsible for. Sebastian hit on influence. Architects are all about influence. They're all about providing the highest level information to Sebastian and those teams and the lowest level of feedback to how something should be set up. And so I think it's an interesting question for our architects. I do not see, in fact, we have customers have created business justifications for reach at the architect level where they say, you want me to report that, John, you called it single pane of glass, but I'll call it the last layer of reporting that says, here's how our security infrastructure is protecting us. Here's strategically where we're going to focus. You want me to do that going forward? I now have audit committee metrics that I'm committed to delivering. That would require me to hire more of me as an architect. I'm not going to be able to do that. You're not giving me that budget. But if things can bring me that information and then continuously pay attention to it for my security engineer so that I know when I say something and something is done, that either I know it wasn't done the way that I said it, or it was done correctly and continuously, that is of high value. So I see augmentation, especially for these higher paid resources that need to do other things. And I just see augmentation occurring much more on the proactive side of security because in general, those resources are paid quite extensively. There's oftentimes fewer of them, right? And they need all the help they can get. That job is much more about influence and activity with others.